Hello, I'm Mark Surman, Executive Director of Mozilla, and welcome to the Maker Party. I'm so glad to have you here today, and I'm so sorry I can't be there with you. I really tried, but welcome. This is going to be an exciting day. And in particular, I want to welcome the students of GITAM University, the many, many partners who are here who are helping us make this Maker Party happen, and of course the many hackers and techies who are going to be here showing you what's going on and hacking and learning how the web works. And really what I want to say to kick you off for the day is how important what you're there doing at the Maker Party is. We're in a world where I believe web literacy, digital literacy is as important as learning to read, write, and do math. And that's something that is a big thing to say when we still struggle to actually get basic education out to many people around the world. I think that the statistic is something like about 250 million people in the world, children in the world, still don't have access to basic reading, writing, and math in school. But we have to consider that even as we tackle those challenges, we're at a time where making sure that everybody knows how to read and write the web is just as important as those other kinds of literacy. Think about what's going on in our society right now. We're moving from a world where people just weren't connected electronically to where everyone around you has a mobile phone. And if you think about it, I think if you include smartphones, there's about 2 billion people in the world today who are connected to the internet, and billions more who just have a regular feature phone. We live on a connected planet, no matter where you live in the world, and even increasingly no matter what social class and income level you're at, we are all connected to each other. But despite that, we aren't in a world where we actually understand how all that works. We don't teach people digital literacy in school. We don't think that, or we don't have a way at the level in which we teach the basic subjects that people can understand how to take hold of that digital world, how to bring it into their own lives, how to get a job with it, how to build a business on it. That, while many of you may already have those skills, we haven't got a big push in society for everyone to become web literate. And that's what Mozilla's WebMaker program is about, and that's what these maker parties are about. If you just think about why that's important and think about the role you can play in it, just think forward 10 years from now. 10 years from now, that 2 billion people who are on the internet today with smartphones and on their desktops will be 5 or 6 billion people. The majority of humanity will be connected to the internet. And in that world, the way our lives are shaped, what economic opportunity is there for us, what creativity is possible, you'll need those digital skills in order to take part in that. And so 10 years from now, we also need to be at a spot where we've figured out how to teach web literacy and digital literacy at scale. And that's really what you're at the very vanguard here at a Maker Party of doing. We believe as Mozilla that we actually can do this much faster than we've advanced other kinds of education by getting people at the grassroots, people with technical skills, people who are just curious, people who are teachers, to just start learning together and teaching together what is possible with the web. And through that, we can prototype and invent a way that for hundreds of millions of people, billions of people, we can help people understand the digital world, what it can mean in their lives, and really take control over that. And that doesn't mean just learning how to use a mouse or even learning how to code, although basic technical skills and being able to create and shape the world through things like coding are incredibly important. It's also important that we understand the kind of world of collaboration and working across distance, the world of privacy and understanding how we actually express our identities into this digital world. It's important that we understand how to kind of do design thinking and build up an idea with these tools. And so when we talk about web literacy, we mean all of those things that are about understanding the technology, but also understanding what it means in our lives and what we can do with it. And I think 10 years from now, we can be at a spot through the seeds that you're planting here at this Maker Party where that is something that everyone around the world can be learning on a regular basis, and that will slowly infect and move into the school systems, will go through the internet itself, will go through media. But today, the way to start is to get people excited about the technology and figure out how to play with it and how to teach it. And that's what a maker party is. So I really encourage you to, in that spirit, have some fun today, share what you know, learn something from somebody else. And most important, well, maybe not most important, but a big request I have for you is as you do it, pay attention to what's working and what's not. And share that back with Vikas and Vanil and others at Mozilla, because we do see each of these maker parties as a laboratory. And we really do want you to help us in what is effectively a grand open source project invent the future of teaching web literacy to hundreds of millions or billions of people around the world. So with that, I encourage you to move on into the day. I know you're in great hands with Vikas and Vanil, and I welcome them and encourage them to really lead you through this today. And I'm, again, very sorry I couldn't be there. I really had actually hoped to, and I'm hoping to make a trip to India later this year, maybe join you at a later maker party that you do. But unfortunately, I have a board meeting and some other commitments here in California, and which is why I'm in a hotel room. And I'm unable to join you. But have fun and let me know how it goes, and I'll come back again at the end of the day just to say a few more words.